Let's go. You know what to do when Patrick Mahomes is an underdog, especially if he's playing the San Francisco 49ers. And I understand he did not play his absolute best, but he found a way to get the dub. We start things off at a very sexy design with the whip route behind Travis Kelce, running the vertical, and you pick up a first down right here. All right, so this has been the thorn in Mahomes' side, right? Nick Bosa and all the holding controversies that he's been through as a pass rusher. And the Chiefs are running a variation of mesh. And obviously, if you are the Chiefs, when you watch the tape, you'd like to see either that get thrown, even though it is heavy coverage, or this to Travis Kelce get thrown. Just read this mesh right here. But because Nick Bosa has pressure, Mahomes is forced to throw this ball to Xavier Worthy, who's also open, and a perfect throw would have gotten there. That's why Nick Bosa is Nick Bosa. 3rd and 4. And Patrick freaking Mahomes decides to step up and make a play, right? This became kind of known as a Mahomes running game. And could that, no, I mean, everything's practically covered here. And Mahomes, yeah, I mean, he just has to tuck and run and make something happen. And he does, right? You know, I think Mina Kimes is the one who said Mahomes is like the slowest fast guy. And it makes sense, right? Picks up the first down here. All right, we get to the 2nd and Parkville here. Get a pre-snap motion. Looks to be zone coverage is based on the motion right here. 49ers are just playing basic quarters, right? So Mahomes tries to throw this quick in-breaker. It gets batted up into the air, and it is intercepted. Ugh. 3rd and 3. I kind of want to pull up the all-22 here to see if this in-breaker to Skyy Moore is open. You know, I think Mahomes probably thought that 34 right here was going to, get back into the flat. Is this open right here? I don't know, but I'm also not trusting Skyy Moore for a big first down. The bottom line is to the top of the screen. Travis Kelce is right here for an easy first down. I mean, there's actually no other receiver on the planet that you want Mahomes to be throwing to on 3rd and medium. And then Travis freaking Kelce tries to step up and make something happen, and he ends up getting sacked. So the Chiefs offense has been struggling. What do? Well, they go to the play that was our first viral deep dive film study. Obviously, the first videos we've ever done on the channel have been the most popular videos. I know it's strange from the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs have been running this play for so freaking long. Act like you're blocking, and then you're actually just running a screen with that tight end who's been holding that block for forever. They normally run this with Kelce. They've actually been doing this a lot more with these Noah Gray types because it does add a little bit of extra deception to it, and it's such an easy way to pick up yards. And here we go. Andy Reid, this is where he starts cooking the extended red zone, right? I normally consider the extended red zone closer to the 30, but still, this is just ridiculous scheme. I mean, look at how quick this all happens, and you lose your backside contain. You can see the contained defender still looking at Mahomes, right? And what makes this tough is that you had this fake jet, and then Mahomes also handed the football off in a play action format as well to help really add to the deception here. And now you got one of the faster players in the lead in McCole Hardman out in space, and here he is picking up all these yards, okay? And he almost snuck through there. And then we get to the play that made some viral moments, okay? Chiefs come out in an unbalanced line. So only an offensive lineman and a tight end on this side, 3 offensive linemen, tight end, running back, tight end, Mahomes, and the backup, Carson Wentz here. And, well, they end up running an underneath handoff here to Kareem Hunt. And I'm a little shocked that this didn't score, but you shouldn't be shocked because Fred Warner is just a freak, and he makes a really good play to stop this from going in. But I do love the creativity. We just got done doing our first Justin Herbert film study on this channel, and this was a big criticism of Herbert that obviously does not apply to Mahomes. It's a creativity, right? When things aren't in structure, what can you do for me? Okay, so obviously this pocket collapses. Is this a holding? I mean, does that not look like a tackle? Either way, it doesn't get called because, of course not. This is just ridiculous. I mean, this honestly is ridiculous to pitch it from right here. Obviously, this isn't even a top 50 Mahomes plays in terms of ridiculousness, but just that little flip right there. It's such a creative way to play football. And that was a good job by Worthy breaking off his route to the left and going back to the right. So, man, this is the impact a Fred Warner can have on a game, okay? Mahomes, obviously, just looking at this rollout, you would like to see this ball get thrown to Xavier Worthy. You can see where the safety is right here, but Mahomes doesn't want to throw it. Obviously, you have this corner that you have to worry about that could, fend off here. Now, you'll see that Mahomes starts looking back over the middle, and that right there is Fred Warner, and this is open. Mahomes just, I would fear Fred Warner right here as well. So what does he decide to do? It throws back to his good old buddy Travis Kelce, right? This is what the Chiefs have been known for over the past couple of seasons. Your tight end is blocking, and then he releases the guy he's blocking, and now he's the guy that actually gets the football, right? I mean, there's just so many different little nuances that Andy Reid schemes open in this offense. Man, the Chiefs have some of the best run blocking designs in the league, okay? I understand not wanting to run the football a lot with Kareem Hunt, but this is just nasty stuff. Look at what Creed Humphrey and company do to the left side here. So here's Creed Humphrey getting a good block on this DT. The guard and the tackle sealed this DT to the inside and just basically throw him out of the play. And that just increases the space for all these other blocks to happen. And Kareem Hunt is just able to basically just run that thing up in there, right? Chiefs do not run for explosive runs hardly ever, but they're good at getting 4 to 14 yards, if that makes sense. And on 1st and 10, this is really good stuff from Patrick Mahomes. You get a play action fake. You see that this corner is bailing out here, and look at the anticipation he's throwing this football to Justin Watson on the upfield shoulder right there. It's really, really, really good stuff, and you pick up another nice chunk of yards there. Okay, so 3rd and medium. Remember earlier they missed Travis Kelce on the little inbreaker for a first down. This time Mahomes is like, I'm not playing around anymore. I'm getting the ball to my guy Killer Trav, and he cuts back in on that DB, leaving him in the dust, and he picks up another first down. Now, we get to what was the most controversial play of the day. So Mahomes takes off and runs, and he's able to beat Fred Warner here in a foot race, okay? And Mahomes does that stupid little thing that he does where he just puts the ball in his hand, fakes like he might be throwing it, and he's able to get around Fred Warner. He just kind of shoos him off to the side, okay? Now, he's still doing all that little fake act like you could potentially be throwing the ball. And many are saying here that a lot of DTs don't want to get close to hitting Mahomes late out of bounds because obviously it'd be a 15-yard penalty. You can get a fine. I totally get it, and that is in the back of your mind when a quarterback like him is on the sideline. But it's still an amazing play. Let me know, though, if that should be outlawed or what should you do about that. I just don't know. Then we get here to the play of the season from Patrick Mahomes. Outside of the run you just saw, this is ridiculous, the truck stick from Mahomes. Now, if you're a 49ers fan, 92 in this game got thrown out of plays far too often. I mean, just completely getting wiped out. And watch this. Bang. Okay? And the funny thing about this is every time I have seen Mahomes get hit hard, he rarely is the one getting his clock cleaned. I mean, he is a big, sturdy, thick individual, okay? That is absolutely gross, and there's nothing you could do about it. Goodness gracious, Patrick Mahomes. We talked about the creativity a little bit earlier. This is more of it. Okay, so many quarterbacks are just taking a check down, hitting the shallow drag, but Mahomes is a freaking freak of nature. He steps up into this pocket and with basically no base, throws his football right on the money to Gray for the first down. I mean, it's just ridiculous playmaking ability. And on this channel, we talk a lot about gravity. That was terrible. John Mayer, shout out to you. Mahomes has been killing you with his arms and his legs. And what he can do is really mess with your assignments, okay? So as you can see, the 49ers are clearly playing man coverage here, and there is a running back that is unaccounted for out of the backfield, and all Mahomes has to do is hit him right in the chest. Samaje Perine, a winning player, gets it, and now he's up the sideline, get a nice little block from Watson, and that is pretty much all she wrote. Wow. Alrighty, let's give out a Killer Trav card. All you got to do is tag me on Twitter at Card of the Power and at No Offseason Pod. And now you're taking a look at the stats from this game. And obviously, just like the 49ers are used to, pretty much an evenly matched game, but the Chiefs magically come out on top. I don't think it's really a negotiable at this point, though, Kansas City fans. You've got to go out there and get you a wide receiver. I mean, they might have the worst wide receiver room in the league right now, Kansas City, which is crazy to think about because they are indeed undefeated. And I know Skyy Moore gets a good block here, but nevertheless, he might be the worst player in the NFL right now. I'm serious. He was open on a few plays, and Mahomes just didn't throw it to him because, he had another drop in this game. So whatever the case may be, you need to go out there, get you a Cooper Kupp, get you someone that is interested in jumping on a contender and going for another ring, okay? Who doesn't want to play with Patty right now, okay? And it's Power Hour NFL Boom. And tonight, we are doing enchiladas. Let's go.